So of course we all know that the big headlining feature of iOS 27 was Siri AI and Apple Intelligence and all the improvements that came with that. But alongside that update, Apple made some drastic improvements to some of their main native application, and most importantly, they improved the Mail application. They finally fixed the main reason why I left the Mail app about 10 years ago, which has to be the search functionality. It finally works, and it works masterfully. So let's break down everything that Apple did to the Apple Mail application because there's a bunch of little improvements, and we'll also demo how it works with search and Siri AI. And color me impressed, everybody. Let's get into it. But now before we continue, if you guys do enjoy videos like this one, help us get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year by tapping that subscribe button down below. Let's get into it. So let's get right into this video, everybody. I'm using iOS 27 Beta 3 on my iPhone 17 Pro here, so I do have like the best version of Siri, the on-device version. But again, you should be okay if you have an older model as long as you can run Siri AI. But let's open up the Mail application and talk about what's new in it because, again, visually it's not going to look too different, but at the same time, it's wildly different from a functionality standpoint, and that's mainly because of Siri AI, the search functionality, and of course all the indexing that happened early on when I first updated to iOS 27. So if you're installing iOS 27 for the very first time, give yourself a couple days for it to fully index your entire inbox, because I'm sure there's years, if not decades, of mail for your primary mail. But the first thing to take notice here is, of course, in this little section, which is going to be the unread message count. This is brand new. The fact that a lot of people have that red badge icon, and up until this moment, the number in that badge icon was indicated based on all of your unread mail. So whether it was in your primary, in your spam folder, in your outbox, if it was labeled as a transaction or promotion or an update, it would always show up there. So people had tens of thousands of unread emails that were impossible to get off. So now you have the optionality to customize this so it only takes into account stuff that's in your primary mail. So stuff that is actually needed or something that you would need a notification for. I'm gonna leave it as okay here because that prompt is gonna be there for when you do get there. But it's great to see that that's now a functionality. So if I'm looking at the Mail app and I have that badge icon and it has the number 7, I know that those 7 are gonna be my primary and it's not gonna take into account all these other unread ones that are in my other categories, which don't really require me to take much action. And before we get into the rest of the Siri aspect, I do want to show off the upgraded search functionality, especially when it comes to the new suggestions that include third-party applications. So for instance, if I go in here and maybe I want to search up a flight that I've booked that's in the future, so let me search for that flight. We'll click on this right here. This is going to be the new functionality. So before, when you did open up this flight, you can maybe add your booking ticket to your Apple Wallet, or you might be able to then add it to your calendar. But now you can add it to a multitude of different options. So first off, you get this new UI indicator, which lets you know all your flight information, when you're leaving, where you're leaving from, when you're getting there. You have the option to add to your calendar right there, but then you also have that little arrow next to the add button, as you can see. So if I tap on here, you can add it to your calendar, add the track flight, or open it in Maps if you want to as well. So if I want to tap on the track flight, I can then do that. It'll build in the native one. If I had the app like Flighty, it would also show up here. I can open it in Maps if I want to. So it'll let me know how to get to JFK if I need to. So everything is just much easier and there's much less friction when taking action whenever you need to based on what the Apple Mail app is giving you. But again, this has a lot to do with Siri AI as well as the Mail application. The next new addition has to do with Smart Replies and learning how you actually personalize your verbiage, I guess you would call it, when you are typing. So Siri is going to learn exactly how you type versus just giving you some auto replies. So as you can see right here, I do have some auto replies already that says this sounds very interesting, we're not interested. So it gives you some kind of generic ones, but also uses how you would normally reply as well. So you can see that there's a ... I can tap this right here. It'll start to fill it in, as you can see, doing its Apple Intelligence thing. And then it'll use kind of what it knows about me to respond and what it thinks it would be my kind of wordage or how I would word an email. So you could read that and then delete it or edit it however you see fit, which is great to see. So those new smart reply improvements are going to be hugely beneficial moving forward. But now let's talk about all the Siri AI aspect of it all, because again, it's very impressive what it can do. But let's do a simple one here. When does my daughter have her field trip? Give me all the information you can find. So what's cool about this is that it's taking in all the information about this field trip that my daughter has. You can see all the information here that's showing up. I'm going to blur out some of it, of course, but it's also referencing not only my mail, but also my text messages as well. You get all the information down here to understand where it is, how it's going, and things like that. So overall, it's hugely beneficial to have this type of information to be able to pull that in. And this goes back all the way, but like it indexes everything for me. So another example is, for instance, I like to get my Pokemon cards graded by this company called Tag, and I can go in and ask it specifically how much I've spent. So for instance, if I go here, based on what you can find in the Mail app, how much have I spent in grading fees over the last couple of years, grading my cards with Tag grading? So of course, it says based on my emails, I spent like $1,000 grading my tag grades. Here's all the information that it's pulled. It's referencing 2 sources, so a bunch of different things in the Mail application to find that out. So of course, that is also hugely beneficial. And the list goes on and on, right? So for instance, like I showed you with the booking that I have earlier, can you tell me the information of the flight that I have going to Paris later this year? So of course it gives all the information of the flight info, and it's all based on Mail search as well. But now let's go into the Mail app itself and actually start searching things, because the way that Apple's doing this is actually genius, right? Of course they're doing the regular search as well, but what you can actually take into account here is that it's doing this new kind of tiered and ranked search. So it's not going to show you things in chronological order. It's going to show you based on what it thinks it's going to be the most important. Even if something is 10 years old versus just 6 months old, it'll bring up the 10-year-old one because, again, it's probably more relevant to whatever you're looking up. So I'm going to look up these college football betting odds that I have. So boom, right there. All right, this is from October of 2025. It immediately brought up what I wanted to know, which is about this college football fantasy league that I'm in. So it gave me all the information there. And I can just type in, I can continue to type in here. So spreads, and it brings up the entire history. And you can see that this goes all the way back to 2024 as well. So search just gets way better over time, and it hasn't disappointed yet. Every email that I've looked for has shown up. And then on top of that, not only does it make that better, but it makes also the actual order tracking in your wallet app better. So now if I go into my wallet application, go into my order tracking, it's now able to pick up things that weren't picked up before. So I can place this order recently and it's already there. Whereas before, as you can see, from November 2022 to January 2026, even though I probably ordered hundreds of things online in that 4-year span, only 4 things showed up because the Apple Mail app just wasn't that great in order of like sparsing all the information needed to populate this type of data. So overall, I've been very happy with the search functionality. And if you're somebody like me who has left the Mail app purely because search stinks and also because of the push notifications for Gmail, I recommend giving this a second try if you are on iOS 27. Another Siri action I wanted to try was going to be mass deleting emails via Siri. So I'm going to go into Siri and ask it to delete emails from FedEx. Let's see how this goes. I'm doing this for the first time with you guys. Let's check it out. Can you delete the mail that I get from FedEx? Let's delete them. Hopefully there's nothing crazy in there that I'm missing or anything like that. And it says emails deleted. So now if I get out of here, let's go back into the Mail app. And if I look up FedEx, they're gone. All the FedEx stuff is gone. But if I go to but then if I go in here and just search maybe something about Pokemon, all the Pokemon stuff does show up here. So again, very impressive what the search results can give you now. And that's going to be the new superpower of the Mail app. And then of course, it's going to get better as it integrates alongside the rest of iOS 27 and the rest of your ecosystem. And once third-party apps start to open up that app intent as well, it's going to be hugely beneficial for everybody. And the last thing I want to briefly bring up is going to be the settings in the Mail application. So if you go into your settings, I'm going to recommend to leave everything here turned on if you want the best results possible when it comes to Siri interactions as well as search. And then lastly, like I mentioned, in the notifications tab, so if you go to notifications and scroll to the bottom, and you customize notifications, this is where you can change that setting that I mentioned earlier. You can either have it so it does all unread messages or unread messages in primary, which I think is going to be hugely beneficial for those people that have 10,000 notifications for unread mail. But let's finish up the video and comment down below what your favorite feature of the Mail app has been. So as you guys saw, visually there isn't too much different with the Apple Mail application. A lot of those changes happened with iOS 26, but the sheer functionality and the feature-rich nature of Siri combined with Mail, combined with indexing and search, really changes the way that I view the mail application. I left the mail application for about 10 years because I'm a big Gmail user. The Gmail app just worked a little bit better on iOS, so now I'm migrating everything back over to the mail app because Siri can talk to the mail app and find emails that I haven't seen in 5, 6, 7 years simply by using my voice or typing to search. So overall, I'm ecstatic about the mail application. I can finally move everything back over to it. Yes, there's still the issue with the push notifications, specifically with Gmail as a domain, but for me it's not a huge deal because if I have a time-sensitive email coming in, I can just go in occasionally and refresh the page whenever I need to. But again, the Siri functionality and the search functionality inside the mail application is amazing, and we're only on beta 3 of iOS 27, so hopefully by September, it's even better. But let me know in the comment down below, are you on the beta program? Are you waiting for the public beta to come out, which should come out in the middle of July, so definitely stay tuned for that and get subscribed. We'll do some walkthroughs about that as well. And let me know what you think about the mail app. Are you a mail app user? Do you use a third-party mail app? Because I've tried countless of them, and I always go back to the Gmail app, but finally, we're going over to the Apple Mail app. But that'll do it, everybody. If you made it to the end, leave a little dolphin. And if you guys want to watch more videos like this one, check out one of these videos right here. Until next time, I'm Fernando. Peace, everyone.